Hey everybody, welcome back to Jordan Samuel Skin Talks. How you doing? It is, I think, the day before Halloween. It is, it's October 30th. Alright, so this video, oh god. This video I could have looped into my first video this month, but you know what? I like to be redundant with my message because some new people are watching, getting the point across if you didn't get it the first time, but this is a different spin on it. And this I would call, we don't want to do the basics. And really, the basics are the fundamentals of great skincare, but it's not as exciting as all these new ingredients, it's not as exciting as all these active products. But we don't want to do the basics. We don't want to do really good cleansing. We don't want to be, doing our double cleanse at night, removing with the wet washcloth. We don't want to be wearing our SPF every day. Basically that, those are the two sort of like bookends of really great basic skin health. And then, the other thing would be exfoliation, which some of us like to do exfoliation too much. But the basics have really taken a backseat to all this noise, which, while fine, it's not going to lead to great skin if the basics aren't checked. And it's, now there's, again, I talked earlier in October about the race to higher active percentages, higher retinol percentages, higher acid percentages. And it's just creating what I see in my practice, but a weakened, red, irritated, inflamed skin. It doesn't always have to be that way. So this is not an anti-active product situation, but that is with those race to those higher percentages. So in this, there's the other thing too of like, this has 9,000 weights of hyaluronic acid. This has 2 forms of vitamin C. This has 67,000 antioxidants. This has 950% alpha hydroxy acids and 67% beta hydroxy acids. You get the picture. I mean, those are BS numbers I just gave. But, and everyone's that, and that's exciting, it's exciting, it's exciting. It's like the bright, shiny object, and that's exciting, and that's exciting. Again, I'm not saying those things aren't bad, but really none of those things, to me, are gonna do any difference if you're not doing the basics of good cleansing, gentle exfoliation, and wearing your SPF. And so many of us are doing these crazy acids and then not protecting our skin with SPF or not cleansing properly. And that is a disaster waiting for happen. That is a disaster waiting to happen, in my opinion. If you were using any acid, but acid or retinol, and then not being diligent about your SPF and finding an SPF that your skin really does like and you can use, because then it opens it up to, the skin's going to be sun sensitive no matter what, and you're going outside, so then hello, more pigmentation, hello, more redness, hello, loss of volume, etc. And then that starts that vicious cycle, right? If there's more pigment, you're like, oh, well, we should add the retinols and the acids in. And then you start adding them back in, but then not really being real good about your basic routine of cleansing, gentle exfoliation, and SPF. And so a vicious cycle starts. We don't want that. The other things, fine, lovely, fun, but it's like we've kicked aside the tried and true, the things that we know are gonna work. A really good sodium hyaluronate, a really good hyaluronic acid, does it have to have 67,000 molecular weights and all these things? I mean, it can be fun and fine, but like you can just get a really good straightforward hydrator, humectant, for the skin, aloe, glycerin, sodium hyaluronate, if you want to hydrate the skin, and then, some ceramides and some peptides and things like that. But again, we have to get back in check with cleansing, with gentle exfoliation, and with SPF. We have to. Because otherwise those other things, while they still might provide a great result, the other products, which would be the structure for your skin, aren't going to be there. So having the need to protect your skin from the sun because of its use of retinol or acids, you need to be. So you need to have that one checked off your box. I would actually have a client or customer make sure that they have those 3 things, cleansing, gentle exfoliation, and SPF, checked off before anything else, before any hydrating serum or antioxidant serum or peptide moisturizer or ceramide moisturizer. because you need that structure. Everything else will elevate that. Absolutely, no doubt about that. That is not what I'm saying. But you have to have the basics in check. And no, it's not always fun, and no, it's not always exciting. But find a cleanser that you really enjoy using and you really want to enjoy using at the end of the day. An SPF that feels good on the skin, that feels like it might be leaving a little bit of moisture behind, or might be a little bit lighter weight if that's what you're going for, or slightly tinted if you want to like even out your color. But an SPF that you feel good about using, that you want to be using. And then an exfoliant that's going to remove those dead cells, that's going to help clear out pores, that's going to help stimulate those fibroblast cells, but it's not going to wreak havoc on the skin. Then from there, then the magic starts happening when we add in everything else. Retinols, ceramides, peptides, hyaluronic acid, sodium hyaluronate, vitamin C, antioxidants. The list goes on and on, but you need the basics. We need the basics. And I just feel like that has really been kicked to the curb, and now the race in the marketplace anymore, in the skincare marketplace, is higher percentages, more ingredients, more buzzwords, and we're not getting back to the good old-fashioned basics of a really good cleanse, a really nice gentle exfoliation, and wearing our sunscreen. But that is where it's at, I'm telling you. And like I said, all those other things are important. So if you have those things in check, this video is not for you whatsoever. Like, I just want to make sure people that are really worried and racing for these higher percentages of acids and retinols also have this program in place. I did that like something was going to come up. Sorry to disappoint. But a really good cleanser that's also going to dissolve that SPF, that's going to dissolve that makeup. You can remove with a warm, wet washcloth. A second cleanse for a good double cleanse at night to clear out the pores, the pollution. We're not all in busy cities, but we're growing, the population's growing. You want to get that pollution off the skin. Exfoliation to clear out the pores, sunscreen to protect, and then everything else is icing on the cake after that. But little food for thought for the end of October. How are we gonna be in November in like a few days? Oh my God. Anyway, thank you guys for watching. I hope you enjoyed this month's YouTube Talks. And until November, I will see you soon. Bye.